here. And let's hope everything gets connected. All right. And we are live.
All right. For those of you who might be watching at home, good evening. My name is Cedric. Introduce yourselves, players.
I'm Geo, but you already know that.
I'm me. I'm eating, chilling out.
Fair enough. Welcome to a hopefully finale for the Sins of the Sith. This game has kind of a storied history in our group. Those of you who might remember it, if you do, great. If you don't, probably better for it. We're about to make the first roll of the one shot. Because this is hopefully a one shot. I'm going to see how long it has been since our anti heroes were last seen. And it has been 10 months since you
Good
massacred.
God.
We
It has
we
been.
literally started the game at the beginning of 2020.
Mm-hmm. It has been 10 months since you massacred the other sins of the Sith, made your bargain with Mother Talzin, and helped Kira rid the galaxy of the Kildabi super weapons that Tiber Zahn was creating. It has taken you 10 months to find Vader and Palpatine. They have been off the grid. They have been gone. You have not heard anything from them. It has taken you those 10 months to actually figure out where you are going to be. You are now near the Christophsis system on a small derelict freighter just outside the range of the Super Star Destroyer Executor. You are on approach. What would you two be feeling?
I'm assuming that we're still on the freighter that Kira had, right?
Um, yes. So you did not get the Sith infiltrator. She basically sent you off with a bum ship.
So it's literally just me and Pride flying around in this ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You did manage to convince two Crimson Dawn pirates to come with you. So you've got two small little crew members, I suppose you could call them.
I do not trust these fools to fly the ship, so therefore I pilot it myself. Um, as I
I do
see,
not fly.
we already know. Um, as we get closer, I link my mind once again with Temnut, and project into his brain, brother. Our destiny is before us.
Temnut kind of cringes a little bit when he says brother. It gets him every time. Um, he just kind of sits up a little straighter in the co-pilot's seat and folds his arms and looks out to the ship and goes, I suppose so. Not going to lose your nerve, are you?
Are you about to lose yours?
Temnut Drelod does not lose his nerve.
And I have not lost my anger.
Wonderful. How are you two back there?
You see two somewhat grizzled veterans, a Rhodian male and a human female. The human female kind of just leaning with a long rifle against the back of one of the hallways. The Rhodian looking at you with those uh, bug eyes, going, "Ina, neither of you speak Huttese, do you?
I was gonna say,
I do not. I
don't know what he is saying.
as he speaks a language that we don't understand, I just glare at Pride like, what was the point of this?
To be fair, you haven't understood a thing he said.
It,
Your other pirate has been your translator the entire time.
Yeah, I just literally look at Pride like this is really what you thought was the best idea.
I
Someone
don't
we can't
acknowledge it, and I
understand.
look. I don't acknowledge it. I look at the girl. I go, what did he say?
He just said we're ready to go. Hope you don't die. You still owe us money.
Oh yes, but if this all goes off without a hitch, that will not be a problem for any of us ever again.
I mean, you were very cagey about what this mission's gonna be. What are we walking into here?
Oh, not the routine inspection. Might need a little bit of backup. You know how these things are with the Empire.
Right. So the big ship is just for show, huh?
It is a more important inspection, but yes, it is a big ship. So you know, more guns. And I kind of look at the gun and just kind of cringe to myself.
I as this conversation is going on, my muscles are just kind of flexing in anger, like this is deception we don't need.
Muscles. You have two robotic arms.
I have shoulders that are there.
He has
As
only
Raph flexes
one
his
robotic
shoulders.
arm.
I'm sorry, Cedric.
From what I remember, you should have only one robotic arm, right?
Yes. The deal that I made
Okay.
with Taliesin practically restored me.
Gotcha.
So you have metal legs and a metal arm. You have essentially just a torso and one limb besides your head that's yourself.
Yeah, and I'm just gritting my teeth in the fact that I just want to scream out, "We're here to kill the Emperor."
Speaking of you're here to kill the Emperor, you get a hail from Executor, and the hologram opens up on the front. This Imperial officer goes, "Unidentified craft, please identify, and send your transmission number."
Transmitting now. Temnut Drelord and Wraith.
There's a pause on the line.
I do press a button to transmit codes if we do have them.
You do.
Okay.
You have your old codes, and they would still be secret but up to date, if that makes any sense.
They're old, but they check out.
Exactly. There's a definite pause as this information is processed, as if you've been put on hold, and then the hologram beams back up, and a visibly sweating officer says, "Right, please dock, post haste. You will be met by Lord Vader in the hangar."
Acknowledged.
Okay. Goodbye. And then I hang up.
All right. I assume
Well-
you fly to.
Wraith, it seems that things might kick off a little bit earlier than we thought they were going to.
I'm not sure it's wise if we engage him the moment we see him.
Oh, I won't. I was talking about him. And you.
I have no need to die this soon.
Good. Let us keep it that way. I need you alive. I cannot take them by myself. Neither can you.
Of course, brother.
This is all in our heads, by
Yes.
the way, so that they don't hear.
Yes!
what we're
All of
about
that's
to
in our
do.
heads!
For the time when you two are conversing, I'm assuming it's mental.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, if it's ever like that, unless we outwardly say, "Oh yeah, we say to these people."
Yeah,
Yes.
unless we are like looking and saying like I'm speaking to this person, every time it's a conversation between us, we talk in our minds. We've just gotten used to that.
Yeah.
Completely understood. That's the. I figured you two had defaulted to talking in your brains.
Well, I mean, 10 months of it going on. I imagine it's pretty second nature by now.
Yeah.
Just imagine Wrath sleeping and Timnut trying to sleep, and all he hears is just internal screaming.
You know, it's kind of turned into white noise now. He struggles to sleep without it.
Oh
He's gotten
my
too used to
god.
it.
This has been a roast in the years in the making.
That tracks. So it's easy enough to fly yourselves into the hangar bay. As you do, it's an expansive place. There are ties littered about, some in different levels of repair, and a single figure meets you. As you are landing, you see Darth Vader striding purposefully towards your ship.
I don't see any stormtroopers.
This is most irregular.
We may not have a choice, brother.
Play it by ear.
Of course.
Go ahead and land. I will meet him first, and then you'll follow.
I'll deal with these idiots you brought along.
No, they're going to help us.
No, that's what I mean. I'm gonna deal with them as into what the plan is.
Oh, in our heads, I go, oh, I thought you were going to kill them.
No, I'm not going to kill them.
Although, if they do survive, and you do want to, go for it. I don't give a shit.
Out loud, I begin out like in the ship. There's a grin that comes across my face.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a yes.
As Wrath is landing, I get up and I go wait by the gangplank to lower it to go meet Vader.
As he does that, I look at the other two and I go, "You two are with me."
Kido, Ninoi. Of course we're with you. The female looks very distraught, realizing you may have brought them into some shit. Well done.
Tell the one that can't speak to shut up.
There's a small back and forth as they both shut up.
He really is a teddy bear if you get to know him.
There's a muttered, cheeky is. All right.
Yeah.
I giggled to myself.
Yeah.
Are you heading down alone?
I am waiting for the ship to land, and then as the gangplank lowers, I'm going to go out to meet him, hopefully with Carnage right behind me and the rest of the people.
So as the ship lands and the gangplank goes down, Pride will go first. I'm going to speak with the crew to basically tell them to sit in the ship out of sight. There will be a signal, and that's when you react.
Okay.
Basically, nothing bad will happen unless it does, and if it does, start firing.
Okay. So, who's down the gangplank first?
Pride.
Yes, I am going, because I'm usually the face, I'm going to make the introductions.
I am going to
walking
walk
down the
right
gangplank.
behind Pride, maybe about 5 feet back or so, and off to his left.
Okay. So, both of you are getting off the ship.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. That changes what I was going to do. Okay, so, Pride, as you walk down, it's not quite a sense of accomplishment, but you feel a vague sense of ease coming from Vader until he sees Wrath.
Oh, shit.
When
Can I do stuff? Oh, okay, sorry.
yeah, go.
I was gonna say, can I do since I'm going first and I made sure to tell Wrath that, can I make some kind of like streetwise check, maybe see if I can clock. uh, maybe not have Wrath come out just yet.
And maybe kinetically tell me that.
I'm gonna say yes, but since you're
Okay.
gonna be basing this off, you're gonna make this against Vader's willpower, so it's gonna be a 3 red, 2 purple.
Yike.
Okay.
Good luck.
No,
Alright,
sorry, it's just gonna be 3 red. Sorry.
3 red, and it's going to be what, a streetwise check?
Yeah, a 3 red streetwise check.
Ugh. This might turn out well.
Alrighty.
This might turn out bad.
Oh
Holy hell!
Okay, I'll let you do what you're gonna do, and I'll tell you how I use that threat.
As I walk down the gangplank and I feel the sense of ease coming from him, a moment flashes in my head of a few moments of just over the course of the 10 months how much Vader is angered by Wrath and how much he doesn't like Wrath. So the success is going to be me just being like, in my head, just like, Wrath, maybe stay on the ship for a few minutes.
Actually, I'm gonna say, because you got more successes on the dice, I'll give you this. If you had walked down, let's treat this almost as like a forced vision. You saw a little bit of what came forward, kind of like your prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that if you two had gone down together, it wasn't that Wrath annoys him. It's that seeing Wrath would mean that Wrath failed. Seeing you and Wrath together would mean that Wrath had failed his mission.
Yeah. Knew that was going to come into play.
Oof. Okay.
Like I said, I knew this was going to come into play eventually.
Gotcha. So it would definitely be a better choice to keep him on the ship for now.
So, as I hear this message, I literally drop my legs and just sit right where out of vision, out of sight. And I hold my hands back to the two guards, or to our two crew members. Yeah. All right, it'll be a few minutes, but I'll grab it.
If you need to take a second to do something, let's do it right now, because
Okay.
shit's about to go down.
Yeah, I basically kneel down and hold my hand up to basically tell the two pirate crew to hold. I'm going to go grab dinner, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we waiting for this conversation with Vader, or...
I feel like we should, because
Okay.
Wrath is probably going to be able to hear it, and it is going to inform how you guys deal with the next few minutes.
Christ.
You told me to play it as true as I would.
Yeah, no, Vance, nothing on you. I'm actually nervous for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I had a few moments where I was like, "Oh no, how would these two feel about if only one of you had come back, that'd have been fine with them. Two of you coming back, especially the wrong two, if that makes sense."
Who was the right to?
The right two would have probably been Greed, whose job was literally just bring back the holocron, and you.
Oh. Well, now it's just me. Quote unquote.
Yes.
Damn, so we've been gone from these guys for 10 months?
Yes. And you don't know what they've been up to in that time.
I don't. I really don't. I thought we had been spending 10 months near Vader and the Emperor to plot. I didn't realize we were just fucking gunning into it.
Nope.
Okay. That's fun.
You have not had the benefit of a chance to build relationships, if that makes any sense.
Fucking yikes.
Because
Alright.
the mission was disavowed from the Empire. So with you guys being gone for a month, like your mission wasn't told to anyone. Essentially, you were persona non grata except for Vader and the Emperor, and they fucking disappeared off the face of the earth.
Mm.
So you
Uh-huh.
there be fuckery afoot.
Yeah, I know. Oh boy.
Tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
make a average or 2 difficulty knowledge lore check for me. This will help
Knowledge.
this will help you feed out some rumor.
Okay, I'm back.
It's 2 purple, right?
2 purple.
I am back. I apologize for my delay.
It's good.
You do not succeed, but you do not fail.
That's mostly just me what I assume has happened. Essentially.
So you assume that Vader and Palpatine have been off the radar because of some threat to the Empire. You remember hearing stories about Sereno's genocide to play into our previous canon.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god.
So you assume that because the turmoil in the galaxy has upped itself, Vader and Palpatine have been jumping around trying to put the fires out. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Gio. Let's roll destiny points.
Hey, that's good.
Okay.
Not so good.
And
Cedric,
I will roll 1.
About to say you want to roll one for yourself.
Hey!
Yay!
Look at that.
Remember, you guys get dark side points.
Oh wait, we used the dark side points?
Yes.
We did for the last campaign.
Alright. Well,
We can change that if you want. That was what we did for the original Sins campaign.
I think we used the dark side points because we were fighting the rebellion, but now since we're fighting a much greater evil, I feel like we should be able to use the light side points.
I
I
will
would
give you
agree.
that.
I would agree.
Cool. So why don't we go ahead
You are definitely not... Okay. Regardless, we're going to move forward.
Okay.
Let me find some better music, because unfortunately my Star Wars fight playlist is skipping me. Give me some good fucking... There we go. Okay. Temnet, as you go down the gangplank, you push mentally to make Carnage stay on the ship. You confront Vader alone. He looks down at you from his still imposing height. You hear his raspy breath as he speaks. Do you have it?
Cedric, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. It's really hard to do a loud Darth Vader voice.
It's true.
Do you have it?
Yes, Lord Vader, I do.
Perfect. We shall return to the Emperor.
Wonderful.
He turns. And he turns and begins to walk.
I
Join her.
I also begin I begin following him, but I I follow him, and in my mind I just go to Wrath, follow, but like way at a distance. We're going to see the Emperor now. I'm going to deliver the holocron. I will go off of your signal, actually. Whenever you think is a good time to strike, you can.
As they begin to walk away, I actually wait for them to completely leave the hangar, but the whole time I'm communicating with Temnut to inform me as to which direction he's going, as to where he's, moving, what elevators he's taking. And the whole time I'm saying, do we want to fight them together or separate?
Are you talking about the both of us fighting one, or both of us fighting the both of them?
Do we want to fight Vader and Sidious together, or do we want to fight them separate? You and me versus one, or you and me versus both.
You and me versus one would be a lot better odds, to be honest.
Then we need to catch Vader before he enters the chamber with Sidious.
Yes, that is why I said I will leave it up to you and go off of your signal. You're the one sneaking around. I'm still just acting.
Very well. Try to inform me when you enter a big enough room for me to strike. I will stay right behind you. One empty building, one empty room.
Be that. Oh, Lord Vader, what have you been up to? As I'm wearing like his prototype gear, I'm like, what have you been up to?
As you begin to walk, you actually bump into Vader, as he has stopped.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. What, is there something? Yes?
Who is with you, bride?
Uh-oh.
There are two crew members back on the ship, but I mean, they were just... There was this thing with the crime syndicate, and they're just here to be on the ship. There's nothing to worry about.
Then who is the fourth?
The fourth?
Roll initiative.
Oh, shit!
Excuse me? Whoa! Does it have to be vigilance, or can it be cool? Because I kind of, I feel like as soon as I saw Vader, I was expecting some shit.
I'm gonna say that because you had a few sentences to figure out where this was going, you may roll vigilant.
Awesome.
No, you may roll cool. I apologize.
Awesome.
Is it okay if I roll in vigilance instead, just because it's higher? Like, I'd be following behind, I'd be tracking, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear lightsabers form, and I bust in the room ready to fight.
Because you have no fucking clue this is coming.
Yep.
Hooray!
Oh, this is just peachy.
I mean, it makes sense. You're further away.
Yeah. Well, now the question is, are we playing by the old way that we used to do initiative, or are we going to try the new way?
Which new way?
The way that you and I talked about, Cedric, where there are initiative slots. Like, if I really wanted to take the first PC slot.
Oh, and other people can jump the order?
Yeah, like, the slots have been generated, but if I really want to move first, I can talk it over with Javen and be like, look, let me attack first. And then, Vader goes, then all that kind of stuff.
Let's try it with the more cooperative way, because a lot of the things that I can use despairs and threats for do have deals with I can change where your initiative order is.
Javen, you cool with that?
Just tell me when I'm up.
Well, the first initiative order is what you rolled. So you and I get to decide who moves first, either Pride or Wrath.
I would say definitely let me move first, because I literally bumped into him. So I am right the fuck on him. Let me go first.
That is the only reason I would argue against that is because I can bust in and I can force punch him from a distance.
You don't know how far away you are.
That is true, but I can punch it long.
Before we even get there.
Yes. What actually happens?
Everyone needs to roll a 3 red
Motherfucker.
fear check.
Would that be
You
cool?
are going to roll your vigilance against 3 red.
Oh dear.
Vigilance. Can I say, Cedric, as we're walking, can I go ahead and use one of the destiny points to kind of like, instead of chit-chatting, to like get that force vision of that prophecy?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, and it's a 3 red vigilance check to combat the fear?
Correct.
Damn.
Okay. Sorry, we are going to delete those initiatives. 1.2. Remove slot. Okay, so we are done with initiative rolls.
That's my fault. I
Yes.
didn't turn it off.
Move slot. Okay. You both succeed. Let me see what I can do with those threats.
Ah, Christ, it's actually happening.
Mm-hmm. It's go time, assholes.
It seriously is.
It's a beautiful day to die.
In this case, it truly is.
Okay. Okay, so these would be vigilance. What can I do with that? Oh, alright. I can definitely do that. Okay, I'm gonna use those threats, but unfortunately you don't get to know what for. But you do successfully pass the fear. You do not get black dice equal to his adversary.
Thank God.
Good. That's good.
We still have to deal with all the other ways he gives us black dice.
Okay.
It
It is now, according to initiative, Temnut's turn.
Okay, so what actually happened? What has just happened? Yes, we rolled initiative, but I just said 4th? And then, so what happens after that?
At this point, you get the option of doing whatever you want. We have entered initiative rounds, but Vader has not drawn his saber. He has not made a threatening action. He's just informed you that he basically sensed 4 presences.
Gotcha. So the first thing I do, metagaming just a little bit. I know he doesn't have influence, so he can't read my fucking mind. I want to mentally warn rather than just be like, he knows you're here.
Yes.
Just to light a fire under his ass to get the fuck over to where I am. The next thing I'm gonna do, I assume he's turned to me.
Yes, he has turned to you. Also, for the purpose of this combat, you are about to enter a hallway. There is a doorway behind you. The ship is a medium distance away. So the entirety of the hangar would be long range. You are within medium distance from the ship. You are about to enter another hallway.
Gotcha. So we really didn't even make it that far from the hangar.
Not really. I mean, he obviously, sensed that I was here anyway.
Yeah. So the first thing I'll do, because Pride just does this, since he just bumped into Vader and as Vader turned around, Pride would take a step back. His natural stance between people is always the fencer distance. So he would take a step back and he would just look up at Vader and go, I did not know of a 4th. I'm sure there's nothing. Let's just keep going to see the Emperor.
Okay. Are you trying to persuade him?
I am trying to charm him, yes.
Okay. So, charming Charming Vader is everything against him is
An asinine idea, first of all.
2 red, 2 purple.
2 red, 2 purple. Okay. Now, God, if he didn't have a respirator, I could use my pheromones, but he breathes clean air all the time.
Yeah.
They add a black because his force senses are giving him a lie. 1 black.
Gotcha. 1 black. All right. Here we go.
We better keep getting these rolls when
And for what it's worth, look at how angry those dice are at me.
they wanted you
Okay.
fucking dead.
I respect that. Okay. How would you use those 3 advantages?
I would use the 3 advantages for if he does, like, the next time he makes an attack at me, I'll be walking with like 1 hand on my hip, still behind him, but not in a threatening way. And like I would give him 3 blacks extra if he were to try and attack me.
That's fair.
Essentially hypervigilant.
You'll basically do them to up your melee defense.
Pretty much, yeah. So like I am doing a motion to make it very casual because everything Pride does is pretty expected. He reacts the same way to everything. He's a fencer only, and I think Vader knows that too. Just be like, but Vader also knows that Temnut's not that smart either. So
Yeah.
I could be telling the truth. I could just not have known what the fuck is going on. So yeah. So the success, obviously you do that, but the 3 advantages, I want to add 3 black if he tries to attack me.
It's fair. Is that going to be your action for this round?
That's going to be my action. I will hold. My maneuver will be the step back. Will be my defensive stance. So if he tries to attack me, even still, he gets another black. So 4 black until if he decides to attack me now. along with my melee defense, which is 3.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Vader's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you do convince him that you didn't know anything.
Oh.
But he's still going to force choke you. Okay, let's look at this. Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
It should be a discipline check, right?
If it's an opposed check, it'll be whatever the DM decides.
Okay. So for using force choke, I may spend force dice to immobilize a target within short distance. I may also roll an opposed discipline check. If I succeed, the target suffers a critical injury.
Oh my god.
So, your choice, Javen. Do you want that?
Well, you have 2 dark side points. So it's not a whole lot to work with. And if you do a discipline check, it'll be, what did I say, like 8 black dice on your side?
Yes.
It's up to, you're playing Vader. What would Vader do?
Honestly, Vader would at this point be seeking to immobilize you more, so that is what he's going to do. He's going to immobilize you, and you're going to suffer 1 wound from the dark side.
Alright.
This goes through soak.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, he has you immobilized. You cannot change range bands. You cannot take a maneuver at the moment. But he looks at you and says, "You missed something."
Apparently, I did. Can you blame me? I got the holocron. I got cocky.
Yeah.
The thing is, any damage that we take is going to make things worse. So I really need to go ahead and attack.
Okay. You are currently at medium range to Vader. You can step outside the ship, and you are still at medium range. I won't count that as a maneuver to get off the ship.
You said
Yes,
we
ma'am.
were close. Okay, nope. Sorry. So it literally is. We just got out of like eye shot of the ship, and he's like, "Wait a minute."
Yes. He did a force
Fuck.
sense
All right.
check and got more than he wanted.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Okay, give me one quick second. I want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Because I know that force punching a motherfucker is very specific.
Are you using repulsor fist or metal fist?
Well, here's the thing. Because I'm a steel hand adept, I have the ability with my tree of Far Strike. As an action, make a brawl check at a ranged attack, adding blue or adding force dice up to force rating, increasing the range of the attack by 1 band for each point spent to a maximum of long. I have
That
3
means you
force
have to
rating.
succeed.
It doesn't mean I succeed in the
And use
attack.
Hmm?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. That means you have to succeed on the force check to even hit him.
Well, I roll the force dice with my brawn check, and how many force
agree.
points I generate is how far it goes.
Okay. Let's
And-
see how this works.
And to be honest, at this point, I'm just going to take whatever force points I generate, because this is a what if episode. Regardless of what's going to happen, are you really going to conflict me by the end of the episode? Fuck off. So I step out of the ship as a out of turn. Well, not as an intern incidental. As I step off the ship, I literally, like, as I enrage, I literally scream out, "Vader!"
Uh-huh.
And that is
that is him.
And it's at that point that I use my force punch with my metal fist.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, I add 3 force dice. I am going to use my 2 maneuvers to give myself 2 aim. Okay, I think that's everything. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, screw the rest.
That's a lot going on there. That's a triumph, though.
That is a triumph. So I did hit him.
Yeah. Are you using the dark side or the light side? Because you're still a dark side user.
I am going to use one of the dark side points and one of the light sides, just so that way I make sure that I hit him at medium range.
Okay. 3
So
successes, 3 nuts. Hang on. Let's see how this works. You have Pierce 5, 3 successes, damage 15. Okay. Here's how this is going to go.
I also crit him. I just want that to be clear.
Hang on.
We'll deal with the crit in just a moment.
Okay.
You do hit him. He is going to parry.
Actually, it'd be reflect, but
It would be reflect because it's
You
ranged.
are right. It is reflect. Either one. It reduces the damage by 7.
Uchi.
that probably took quite a bit of strain.
So he... I'm sorry?
That probably took quite a bit of strain.
Let me see how much it takes.
It's 3. It's 3 strain to reflect or parry.
So it is Cortosis, it is Sunder. He will reflect it, so his armor will go down 1.
You do have to spend an advantage to activate the Sunder. It is
doesn't
not
have
a
advantage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't have an advantage.
So,
So,
actually,
yeah, so
technically from the Triumph, I guess you could. You could
No.
spend a Triumph to activate.
no.
I know exactly
Well,
what I'm going to use that for, and I'll explain that in a minute.
Okay. So you're not activating the Sunder. It still gets Pierce 5, so that means his Soak is 2. So it's at the moment it is 5 damage going through 2 soak, so he takes 3 damage from that hit.
Wait, whoa. He has 2 soak?
After your Pierce 5.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Vader missed breakfast this morning.
Vader missed the assignment, dude.
I'm trying to calculate this based off of everything you did. So
That's
it would be
fair.
8 damage through 5. He would take 3 damage off of this, which is impressive for a punch. Shin, do you get your fist back?
Well, it's a far strike. It's literally me just punching with the force.
It is. Think of it like the Sun Soul, Cedric.
Yeah. I literally just hit him with a Kamehameha.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Cool.
It's essentially it's just a key blast. Like you just have bah!
Okay. How are you using that triumph?
So, I am going to use it as a critical. However, another benefit of the Steel Fist is the Precision Trike improved. By spending 2 advantages, or by spending 2 strain, I get to choose what the result of the critical roll of the critical injury is.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit to it? It's like a...
Yeah, it has to be easy.
Well, no, actually, because I have the improved, it has to be average.
Ooh.
Okay.
Trust me, I did a lot of research on this because I knew I was going to fight a lot of people, and I was working with, I forget exactly who it was. I think I was working with Tyler, and I was like, I have to find a way to stun lock somebody into fucking oblivion.
Okay.
So I think Cedric, weren't you the one that sent me the cheat sheet?
Yes.
Was it Discord or?
It's under Discord.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, so you're looking at the critical rating.
Yeah, and it's not coming up. What the fuck?
Okay. So average would be anything from 0 to 50, correct?
Yeah,
average.
average.
No. Average is anything from 90 and below.
Okay.
Give me a second.
So you have minor nick, slowed, sudden jolt, distracted, off balance, discouraging wounds, stun.
Like I said, just give me a quick second. Because there's one very specific one that I want, and it's gonna make my life a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Just scroll down, just keep scrolling. Okay. There's one where he gets to lose. That's a maneuver.
Are you doing the one that he can't suffer strain?
No. Well, I might do that. Because then he won't be able to activate Reflect or Parry.
Okay.
Where's
yeah,
that one?
Winded. Cannot voluntarily suffer strain until the end of the encounter.
That's useful.
Yeah,
That's
so
very
he
useful.
won't be able to parry or reflect anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to use a dark side point to overcome that.
Damn it!
That's fair.
So I'm going to negate your critical using a dark side point.
That's fair, but he still has a critical counter of 1.
Still takes damage. He has a critical counter of 1. Thank you.
So keep that in mind. So any
How
crit
do I
damage
add-
past this is plus 10.
Okay. How do I add crits to a character?
Well, considering that you don't have a crit damage to do, don't worry about it. Just when you roll the next, like when the next critical thing comes up, just add a plus 10.
Yeah, just remind me to add 10, please.
Absolutely.
I will.
That
I
is
will
going
keep
to
track of
be-
it on a whiteboard.
Thank you. That's going to be our pirates. We're going to rush off of the ship, realize how badly fucked they are. How did they do on their fear? Oh, they didn't take the fear check. I forgot
They didn't
the
take
fear
No,
check
they
for
did
them.
not, and they're not
Yeah,
going
they
to
need to
pass it.
They might. They might. I
I'll
believe
laugh
in
my
them.
fucking. They do get 1 yellow. They were supposed to
Right?
get one yellow. Maybe it's only for the
Right?
fact that
Let's try this.
vigilance. Yeah. Oh well.
They still fail.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's
They
three.
are
It's three threats. So
effectively, yeah, effectively they lose their turns as they are under the fear effect.
can't imagine why.
That's going to bring
Cool
us back
cheese.
to the top of the round.
So Javen, I will say that if I attack again, he can't spend another dark side point. He's already spent the one that he has.
Okay.
So I can attack again with the exact same roll that I just made, and then we can take out his involuntary strain abilities.
Now, question, Cedric. Am I
Yes.
still immobilized, or did the quote unquote winded crit kind of break me from that?
I'm going to say you have your turn.
Okay, cool.
I'm
If
going to
that's the
say
case,
that the damage caused him, effectively the damage caused him to lose concentration.
I dig it. Cool. So at that point, assuming that the winded thing, he's not under the effect. So I would go in, draw my sword, waste like a few seconds doing my salute before I'm like, I shouldn't even be doing this. And I run in and I go for basic attack.
So you are wanting to take that first slot, or are you wanting me to?
I'm going.
Okay.
Let me see something real quick. Because as an incidental, I'm going to go ahead and commit one force die to my sense tree. When I do this, all difficulty of hitting me will be upgraded twice.
You get adversary 1.
Yeah,
Adversary
I get
two,
You get
actually.
adversary 2.
yes. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
Yes. Commit one force die to upgrade difficulty twice of next 2 incoming attacks. So basically, in one round.
So the next 2 attacks.
Go on.
I was going to say, so for the next 2 attacks, you get adversary 2.
So if I were fighting more than one opponent, for the next 2 attacks that come at me, they will be upgraded. If a third attack were to come in, it would be my basic thing. And that's as long as it's committed. After my turn comes back and my turn ends again, it's the same shit. So I guess that's my Makashi salute, is me committing to my sense. I go in and I start whacking him.
Right, cool.
So I'm going to roll to attack Darth Vader.
The words that every Star Wars fan has ever wanted to say.
True. All right, this is a fat dice pool. You guys ready for this?
Let me see it.
Bam! Holy shit!
You
Oh my
got
god,
him.
no!
Two
Oh my god, no!
despairs.
No!
Oh. Oh, dearie me. This is not going to end well.
Okay. Let's see how I can do this. Javen, how would you like to spend your advantages?
Okay. So, it
It's
has
going
to
to take
be.
you 2 advantages to activate Flicker Phase, just so you know.
Did we change that rule?
No,
Again?
I had to look it up. That's how you activate a quality. Flicker Phase is a quality.
I thought it was just a passive.
I don't think so. I think just like Breach or Sunder, I think it's one of those you have to activate.
No, it just says targets may not reduce the damage of the attack by using the parry incidental.
Makes
And
more sense, but that's still very broken.
It's still very broken, but I'm also dealing 2 less damage, which I did overcome by modding the shit out of it.
Yes.
But it is still
Agree.
busted.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
I go
it's
for
a modifier, not a quality. Sorry.
Yeah, so I would need for sure 2 triumphs to main him, correct?
Yeah, that
You
that
take
part
the
does not
giant
change.
name.
Okay. Um. So. Hmm. I'm trying to think. Um. God, I'm so scared. There's 2 despairs. The triumph. I guess I'll go ahead and crit him. Go
Okay.
ahead and okay. So he has 1. Go ahead and add 50 to it because I have a vicious 4.
Cedric,
He gets, because he has durable 3, it's just 20.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So plus 20.
Cedric, we had 3 light points and 1 dark side point when we started, right?
No.
So we
Okay,
had 2
so-
and 2.
Okay, no.
Yep.
So with that Geo, I activated my white to activate the foretelling of my prophecy.
Right.
At some point, I can activate my light side token again and actually activate it.
Okay, so the next time I hit him, he's probably going to ignore my critical again. All right.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, so go ahead and roll the crit, Cedric.
Okay.
Plus
And
20.
add an extra 10 because he's already got a crit on him.
It's yes, it's plus 20 because I have a vicious 4. Yes, plus 20.
Rolling crits. How the fuck do I do that on here?
So
Okay, so where the dice is, you'll see on the right a little D20 icon. You click that, and then a little thing will come up below that says roll dice, roll crit.
Okay, roll crits for this PC plus 20.
Plus 20.
Oh!
Okay.
Nice shot.
The 3 advantages is to add 1 blue to my next attack and 1 blue to Wrath's next attack. Go ahead and fuck me up with the despairs, I guess.
You're going to lose that saber.
I'm seeing what I can do.
I know I'm gonna lose my fucking saber.
And in that moment, we are up shit creek.
I was go. Oh, God, no, I've already said it. Never mind.
Right.
I've already said how I'm going to use my
Yeah.
advantages.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to spend one of those despairs to upgrade your next attack against Vader.
Okay.
And yes, I am going to take away Pride's Saber.
Are you going to disarm me?
No, you still have it, but it is now damaged.
Oh.
It still works, but it's got damage on it, so
Which adds 1 black to it.
yeah.
Correct.
Oh wait. Hang on. I think I have a feat for this. Actually, I'm going to spend 2 strain to resist disarm. You may spend 2 strain to not be disarmed or having weapon be damaged or destroyed. 2
Nice.
strain, no destroy. Fuck off my saber.
All right.
Cool. So, in 1 sweep, I get a cheap shot in at his eyes, and I feel like then he activates his saber and goes to cut, and I just barely get out of the way. That's my turn.
Okay. So Vader is going to commit one of his force dice so that he can use sense in order to sense the living things around him,
Mm-hmm.
giving him essentially a form of sight.
There.
And he is going to make an attack roll against Temnut. The It is adversary 4, so it is 2 red, 2 purple.
Okay, yes. So right now it is a 2 purple difficulty. With my sense is upgraded twice, so it is 2 red. I don't know if my blacks still carry over. But well,
Considering
no,
the turn
that
passed.
yeah. Yeah. So just upgrade attacking me by 2. So it would be 2 red instead of 2 purple.
1 second. I'm just making sure we're engaged. Add dice. 2 red. 3 black. Okay. I think that looks right.
If not, we can add dice in afterwards and change the results as needed.
Sure.
Oh boy.
He adds his force rating to a hit?
I was about to say, whoa!
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Okay.
he can make an enhanced attack.
Oh no!
Hmm.
This
Okay.
gonna hurt.
Let's do how much damage I take first.
Oh no. See, I can spend dark side points as advantages. And Javen,
Uh-huh.
Darth Vader's lightsaber has a crit 1.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so let's do damage first.
So that'll be 13 minus 2 for your soak.
Okay, so that's 11. I'm gonna spend 3 strain.
Wait. You used Force Sense to help him see. Are you essentially using that to negate the blinded? Otherwise, the difficulty gets upgraded twice.
Already did it.
Okay, sorry.
Good call, though.
I'm
Wait.
just double checking.
Oh yeah. Well.
Javen,
I
are you
either-
sure?
It would either be 2 purple or 1 red.
All right. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 3 strain to reduce it by. I think damage by 7.
Do you have improved parry?
Well, no, it's just basic parry. Improved parry is just if I can strike back. Okay, so that is a grand total of 10. Okay, so it's 13 damage minus 2 for my 2 soak, which is 11 minus 7 is
Wound.
4, so it's 4 wound.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I took 4 wound.
I'm going to roll 3 crits on you. Actually, 4.
I get to roll them because they're on me.
Yes, but you're going to roll 4 crits.
And it's got
First
vicious
one is
2.
plus 20, then plus 30, then plus 40.
It adds it as it goes. Keep that in mind. Like when you hit roll to crit, the next time you roll, it'll go ahead and add plus 10, plus 20. So
Yep.
don't overdo it.
So the first
Alright,
time
so-
you're going to add 20 because of Vicious 2.
Cool. All right, ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm gonna die.
Okay. Free attack. Okay. Let's roll the rest of the crits before we take care of that.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
Last one.
I am still alive.
Somehow.
Now,
You do take another attack, though. Okay, so Javen.
oh wait. Hang on. No, that's not right. None of the next ones were right. Because it was because I already have crits on me, it was automatically adding them. So instead of 103, I would have had 83.
Okay. So you would have had
Instead
another
of
overpowered.
Yeah, okay, wait. Okay, so the first crit that I got was compromised.
Yes.
So someone keep track of this.
I got it.
While I go
I've got the chart up.
Okay, so I'm fine with keeping the rolls that I did roll. So if you look at the crit roll below it, I did already add the 50. So ignore the 30. So let's go to where it says overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I would have gotten a 69. Was a
69 would put you at scatter senses, gain no blues until the end of the encounter.
Compromised, scattered senses.
Yep. So you can't gain blue. Your
Hang
next
on,
one would be.
hang on. I'm writing them down so I can add all the shit in my own time.
Yep.
So the next one is 83. What is 83?
Winded.
Yeah, winded. You can no longer voluntarily suffer strain. The same thing I was wanting to do to Vader.
All right, so that's winded. And then the last one is going to be a 76.
76 would put. He gets another attack. 76 is right at overpowered.
All right.
But I still make that other attack.
Yeah.
Yep, you still get to make another attack.
With the exact same dice, so you essentially just re-roll exactly what happened. At least you didn't lose a limb.
No, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, it is now.
And now I can't. Yeah. Oh, he didn't crit on me, though.
Oh, thank God. But you're going to eat all of that damage.
Huh?
But you can't parry.
Yeah, I can't parry.
Yeah, you're going to eat all of that damage.
I'm dead, or I'm incapacitated at the very least.
His base damage is 10.
15 minus 2. Yeah, I'm down. Like, hella down.
Run. That just means you roll another critical.
Yeah.
Well, no, incapacitated also means that I'm down and I roll a critical.
Okay. So roll your critical first.
Okay, so this time, because Vader has a vicious 2, I'm just gonna add the 20 and see what happens.
It'll add the rest of it. Trust me. It'll add the rest of it. You got lucky.
So this is Vader's turn. Sorry. This is supposed to be on Vader's turn. Now we're going to move to Rex.
And you wanted to add the Inquisitors to it.
I didn't want to add the
We
Inquisitors.
are so fucked.
I wasn't sure how badly you were going to steamroll, but apparently I don't need to.
You didn't give us enough XP. We can't do shit.
700!
I was about to say, 700 is a lot.
Bruh.
All right,
And
so...
David, you got extra since you didn't spend credits.
Yeah.
So I see all this go down, and I know that I was granted essentially an advantage as I see Temnut fall. Brother! I use a maneuver to move closer into short range. I'm then going to use an extra maneuver to give myself an extra blue for aim. And then I'm going to punch Vader again. You said that I increased the difficulty by 1, so I add a red instead, correct?
Add a purple.
Add a purple. Got it. 2 blues. I'm going to spend a destiny point to give myself another yellow instead of a green, because I really want to punch this guy as hard as I can. Roar! Okay, you know what? It could have been worse.
Another fucking despair. Are you shitting me?
I'm not surprised. Okay.
Okay.
I have a crit too.
Yes.
So I am going to crit him twice.
Okay.
The first crit will be winded, and the second crit will be overpowered.
And you get to pick both of your crits.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I am suffering 4 strain to do so.
Okay. How do I want to use that despair?
Keep in mind, unless you do the thing that you did last time, Vader cannot suffer.
You can't suffer strain.
He cannot voluntarily suffer strain, and I'm going to attack again.
Let me check something.
Go ahead. I know I punched the shit out of him, though. We walked in so cocky.
Okay.
I had to. I had to get into character.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna let that go. You'll get what you need. However, Vader's soak for this round becomes 13.
So he blocked my attack completely.
No, you have Pierce 5.
Ah, I see. So I only do 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. However, you did not block either one of my criticals, so he has 2 criticals on him.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I am
well,
now.
no, he has 3 technically.
He has 3. I am now going to punch the man again, using the exact same dice and the exact same roll.
Your arm is gonna take damage.
That is fine.
That's how I'm gonna spend the despair.
I don't think that works for the overpowered roll because it says specifically using the exact same dice. But I will keep that in mind.
I'm not saying add the black dice. I'm just saying that's what I'm spending the despair on.
Fair enough. Roar!
Okay. Another crit.
So I do 12 damage with my fist. Oh, I've been forgetting to add force. Let me just make.
Are you still at range?
I'm at short
Holy
range.
shit.
Okay, I
You
do.
definitely make it.
I'm sorry.
You definitely make it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I do 12 damage regularly. So that second attack is going to do 15. And with an extra triumph, I'm going to overpower him again.
Okay.
I'm gonna get really close to my strain limit here.
I'm listening.
Make the exact same roll. This time add force dice like a genius.
Okay, so you did 15 damage on that one?
Yes.
7.
I did 5 the first time, 15 the second time.
Okay. 5. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how much he has. Okay. I think he's here. Okay.
We can't see his wound threshold, nor do we need to.
Yeah.
All right. Same roll. Here we go. Fuck.
Yeah. No. Yikes.
It was time. It was time that it ended.
Yeah.
Technically, you could crit, but I think that you need a successful attack.
I need a successful attack in order to use a crit. Give me one quick second. I just want to see what I want to use. those advantages on. Just give me one quick second. Oh, you know what I'm going to use those advantages on? I'm going to heal back 3 strain.
Fair.
That's a good call.
So, am I allowed a little bit of creative liberty, Cedric?
I don't see why not.
So, I've attacked him essentially twice in a row. Or, no, 3 times in a
Three
row.
times.
So, after I see Temnut go down, with all the power in my left hand, I throw a giant fist aimed straight at Vader's head. After that, I take both my arms, swirl back around, create sort of like a double fist in my hand, swing upward to, not to basically kind of have the force go up his chest. And then the third and final attack, even though it misses, I basically repeat the same thing that I did at first. So it's an overhead strike, then I twirl around, dual-handed swing to the chest, and then I come back around and try to swing overhead. But all this is at short range.
So you watch Vader essentially getting buffeted by body blows as this is a Brock just rockets towards him, shooting off force blows. The blinded Vader unable to cope at the moment. And finally, after one missed attack, Vader stands back up. You just hear heavy, labored breathing. It's now the pirate's turn.
The fuck they gonna do? Shoot at the Vader! Did they actually?
Well, they're out of ammo.
Oh god! Great thought about bringing the pirates, Javen.
If I live, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. You kidding?
Hey, third round, Javen, what are you doing?
Javen, do you mind if I take
incapacitated.
This? Yeah. Do you mind if I take your initiative slot?
Yeah, fucking go for it. I'm useless.
I am going to punch Vader using still at short range, and I'm going to add 2 blues, and I need to add another purple or make it a red, because I know you increased my difficulty on something.
I increased it once, but I had made it a purple.
Okay, so I add 2 purple.
I mean, just one, right? Or is it 2?
Yeah, I add an extra purple to the attack.
Should be just 1 purple, but yeah.
Yeah, I think
1 purple in total?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. I don't crit.
Vader is still incapacitated.
Yeah, because he can't suffer, or he can't do strain anymore.
He's past his wound threshold.
Which means he gets another crit.
Well, no, yeah, well, he gets another crit and he's down.
How much am I adding?
You took down Vader. You are adding 40 to it, plus whatever vicious is there.
I don't have vicious.
Okay.
That's a bullshit crit roll.
What I rolled, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Vader is at his wound threshold. He is incapacitated.
I walk over to Vader lying on the ground, unconscious. You turned me into a monster. You tortured me. Die! And I literally just keep wailing on him until I turn his helmet into jelly.
Mm-hmm. There's a faint hiss as the respirator systems give their last gasp, but Darth Vader is no more.
I fall backwards, and as I literally fall down, exhausted from the fight, and my emotions are kind of running high. I crawl because I'm still kind of exhausted from the fight. I crawl over to Temnut. Brother, brother, are you still with me? Brother.
I've seen better days.
Thank the cult. He's dead.
We should fucking leave right now.
We can't. Talzin will have our souls if we don't collect the last one.
We were not given the time limit. We have time. Progress was made. And I like slump on the ground, being compromised, not really knowing where I am, out of breath. I imagine the way Vader struck me down was like just a fucking barrage of heavy strikes that I can't move out of the way in time. So I'm just broken and beaten. I just kind of like scooch myself a little bit against the wall, and I just... No, I cannot go on like this.
We don't know when we'll get another chance.
He didn't hit you at all, did he?
No, physically I'm fine, but I gave it everything I had to.
Do you have any med packs?
I think we still have some stem packs from the
You have 3 med packs and 2 stim packs.
I literally
Cool,
take
so-
out one of my stem packs and I throw it in his lap.
I can't do that to myself. My arms are literally broken.
I kind of, gasp in anger. I grab it off of his lap and I literally jab it straight into his arm.
Jesus. Ah! Huh?
No, you don't.
What the fuck?
One of you has failed.
Shit!
So that was the friendship force roll, right? The roll of friendship, and I go back to full. Yes.
Oh, we are so fucking dead.
Using his once per turn or once per session incidental, I will spend the destiny point for it. He comes out of being literally undetectable via the Force or visible.
Jesus.
The Force Shroud. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah. And appears, hand outstretched, using Force move to stop the med pack from being injected into Temnut.
Now, question, Cedric.
Yes.
Since I didn't really get a turn this past round,
I'm listening.
can I spend a light side point to make my prophecy come true?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah!
I don't like where
I'm
this is
using
going.
it.
At that point, there is an nonsensical slip in the Force, and Wrath, your stim pack improbably meets Temnut's neck.
Do I recover 5 wound?
6,
You recover
actually.
5 wounds.
I thought it was 6. No, it is
No.
5. I apologize.
It starts as 5 and goes down from there.
Yeah. I forgot.
So in that moment, as Wrath is like kind of frozen,
I am.
I just oh shit, and I like through the sheer force of stubbornness, I like use one of my arms and just weigh your arm down to go into me, and I'm like, and I get up.
And you have been disappointments. One of you, at least, had the skill to complete his mission. The other is a useless tool. Pride, end this fool.
Let's see how influence works, ladies and gentlemen. Discipline versus discipline.
Oh my god.
All right, man. We ready to do this, folks?
It's not gonna. You're gonna win.
Yeah. You got your shit kicked in by Vader. I still have all my soak and my health.
No, I'm talking about Cedric winning the dice toss. If I go first, I might have a chance to beat you, but I'm gonna have to like really fuck you up, like really fast.
That'll be some kind of
Here's how
impressive.
it's gonna work. I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll the force dice.
Based off of whatever you roll, I'm just not gonna roll if it's high enough.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm gonna spend the dark side points to inflict a state of unholy wrath on Pride.
Uh-huh.
No, actually that leads to the discipline check. So it's discipline versus discipline.
All right, go ahead and roll your discipline. Wait, what? Yeah, no, you win.
Alright, so what I do is Pride is filled with an unholy anger towards Wrath, and I'm going to spend 2 dark side points to give 4 strain to another target using that last dark side point so I can influence more than one person. And Geo, you're going to take 4 strain.
Jesus Christ.
And you two are now probably going to fight. Let's reset initiative, ladies and gentlemen.
I want it to be known. This is streaming. I want it to be remembered. I was the one that killed Darth fucking Vader.
And I want to be known that I survived an extreme beatdown as a squishy motherfucker from Darth Vader.
You went over. I have 1 cool.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
I have 1 fucking cool.
Is it cool or is it vigilance?
I'm going to say this is vigilance because neither of you knew you were going to be fighting each other.
I can at least do a little bit of vigilance. Oh, shit.
All right.
Ooh. Wait. Before this kicks off, because we're on the same team technically, quote unquote, we're connected via mind, right?
Yes.
Like we have a mind link going on.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You would sense the change in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still connected. Could he potentially
Make a force check.
overpower what has just happened?
Make a force check.
Do you want me to or Pride?
I want you to, Geo.
Okay, I'll make a Pride. I'll make a force check.
Can it be a combined check?
I don't think he needs to.
3 dark side points.
Does that mean that Pride just gets really fucking mad for like uncharacteristically mad?
Yeah, but not at. He basically helps you shrug off the influence.
Do you mind, Cedric, if I
I'm
take over
gonna
for a
tell you
minute?
how it happens. I'm just telling you the effect.
Okay, so the thing is, how I see it going in my mind is that at first we square up. Like, regardless of the fact that we're blood brothers, regardless of the fact that we are connected, Wrath still hates Pride. For a lot of reasons. But, like, and the thing is, like, the ability to fight him, he's like, yeah, this is what we were designed for. But it's in that, like, you know, we're getting ready to square up, and I reach into your mind, and I go, Pride, this was not our design. Lord Sidious is forcing you against me, brother. If we are to complete our destinies, if we are to complete who we are, we must kill the Emperor. Find it in yourself. Abandon your sin and join me.
Pride. Makashi salutes at Wrath. Makes a stance. And just seething with anger, just goes, I'm going to lunge. Go
Sorry,
past me.
I used the wrong dark side point. I clicked the wrong
Gotcha.
things. I wanted the record to reflect you guys have 3.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, essentially I just tell you through trying to break through everything that's going on in my head. I just tell you I'm gonna lunge at you. You fly past me and punch this old fucker in the face.
As you say that with gritted teeth, a ginormous smile comes across Carnage's face.
And then out loud, I'm gonna say out loud as I'm doing the mental thing out loud. I just go, "As you wish, Lord Sidious."
Mm-hmm. All right, Wrath, you're acting first.
So, Sidious still sees us squared up. As the combat begins, I do a very quick sidestep. Basically, with our minds linked, I make it look like I barely dodged his lightsaber. And then I start running past him. I'm going to use a maneuver to get a little bit closer to Lord Sidious. And then, screaming at the top of my lungs, for Mother Townsend! And I force punch directly at Lord Sidious.
Mm-hmm.
What distance am I from Sidious?
At this point, you would be engaged.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No, he was like right up on me when he like.
Okay. You know what? Instead of doing the force fist then, because my strain is already fucked, I will instead use my repulsor fist, my once per turn.
Yeah.
Because that has some nasty effects to it.
Right, so run with me.
Cedric, can I make the argument that with the feint that we just pulled, I get a blue for the attack?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
You really think Sidious buys a play act?
Yeah, that's fair.
Real quick, Cedric. We did just re-roll initiative. Does that mean it's a new encounter?
Theoretically, yes. Why?
Because that means that compromised no longer has effect on me because it ends at the end of the encounter. I still suffer the crits. I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scattered senses. Removes all blue from skill checks until the end of the encounter. Scattered senses goes away. That's still stuff for the crit. Winded until the end of the encounter.
Yeah, winded goes away too.
So you don't have the same effects, but you still have the number of criticals to add on. Does that make sense?
Yep, no, that's exactly what I said. I said I'm not getting rid of the actual results, I'm just getting rid of the effects.
That's fair.
All right, I'm gonna punch Sidious. Well, I'm gonna repulsor blast him. Let's see what happens. You know what? I'm gonna spend a destiny point to give myself, instead of the green that I have, a yellow. Okay. Okay. Roar! So,
Wow.
Cedric, as you'll notice, my repulsor fist has a crit 1.
Listening.
So I do 11 damage, which he can do with whatever he wants with whatever he wants with that. But I'm gonna use every single one of those advantages to crit Lord Sidious in the face as many times as possible.
Okay. No vicious, no nothing.
No. This is a stripped down version of my repulsor fist.
Now, real quick, because you're an unarmed adept, can you just make one of those crits overpowered so you can attack him again?
Well, here's the thing. I'm already at 10 strain.
Oh, it costs strain. Okay, yep, my bad.
So,
Alright, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let the dice fall where they may.
Cool. Let's see what happens.
Okay. No vicious, nothing.
No, I'm not. No
Straight
vicious,
crit rolls,
nothing
my
like that.
dude.
It's literally just 5 crits in a row.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, Lord Emperor Palpatine can't go anywhere.
At the brink.
Okay.
Oh, he's still alive!
All right.
You will need to roll a d10 for his horrific injury.
Okay.
Intellect. So all of his intellect rolls are gonna be 1 point lower. So you essentially just beat him in the head.
Well, literally what happened, because my repulsor fist is like essentially a force blast, like concentrated, I literally just knocked him straight on his ass and like basically knocked his head. I gave him a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes whatever damage, but he can parry or anything along that line. Actually, it would be reflect.
Yeah, I'm going to say that he's going to parry some of that. So it's a total of 11, you said?
Let me take a closer look just to make sure. Yeah, it's 11.
Okay, 11, and that does not go through soak, correct?
It does not. It does not have any piercing.
He's going to take 1 damage from that using parry.
Oh, fair enough.
Crit. All those crits and one fucking damage.
Well, to be fair, I didn't hit him with my main source of offense.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, please.
So it is now going to be the Emperor's turn.
Oh boy.
He's going to make a discipline check.
How much strain did he suffer?
Okay, so he doesn't have his free maneuver anymore.
Yes. He's going to use his maneuver to get up. Then he's going to use Force as my ally to use a Force as a maneuver. Or I could just actually... You know what? He can do this from the ground. That would actually be more terrifying.
Wait. So he needs to firstly take a strain because he doesn't have a free maneuver, so he has to use 1 strain to do the maneuver.
Yeah.
Yep, I hear you.
And then at the brink, the target suffers 1 strain each time they perform an action, which means that this force power will be an action, so you take another strain. You're also
No, it's going to be
disoriented.
a maneuver, so he's going to use his action to get up. That'll cost him a strain. But he's going to use the force power as a maneuver.
Okay, so that's
another
another. So that's
strain.
okay. So that's another strain. Target is disoriented, so every check you do
Adds one
Well,
black.
adds 1 black.
Okay. Let me roll the black for that one then.
And you
Okay,
also
so
need to
still get
suffer.
1 success, 4 advantages, 1 triumph.
And did you suffer 1 strain from being knocked prone?
Huh?
Did you suffer 1 strain from being knocked prone?
I already added the strain from being knocked prone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's got it up to count.
Cool. Just making sure. There's a lot of crits in a row.
Yes.
Yeah. At engaged range, going to be attacking the stupid person who did thingy. Adding another black. Adding force dice. Oh, I want to see how this goes.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of fucking dice. Gonna be real.
Well, and he generated 6 light points, but 4 dark side points. And I don't think you have to specify which points you use for Sidious.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, he's still dark side.
Check succeeds. I spend 2. Ha! Okay. Here's how this is going to work. You're going to take 2 crits, because I'm going to spend 2 of those dark side points to decrease the crit level of his lightning from 4 to 1.
Yike.
You're going to take 10 damage that goes through soak.
That's fair.
You're going to take 2 crits, and then you're going to suffer that same amount of damage, the base damage, 8, for the next 2 rounds.
Oh, dear God.
Burn 2, motherfucker.
Oh, I
so
wasn't
you
using
take
that
the
anyway.
But you are under the effect of burn 2.
Ow.
Okay?
Oh boy.
Demnut, save me.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just check. Let's see. God, yeah, okay, it's the base damage. It's the base damage for the next 2 rounds. You're gonna take 8 wound next time.
Well, the next turn that comes up, I'm gonna go ahead and start using my power from pain to basically increase my force rating and then increase my overall damage negation. It's not soak, but it basically negates damage entirely.
All right.
So I've got a plan. I just gotta see the next round.
To get there.
Exactly.
Give me 1 second. I am going to.
I can't do it actually. Shit.
I guess I go into your head
Oh.
mid-rage and
I'm sorry. I need to go back and do something because I forgot that I had purchased durables.
that's
And
reducing crit, right?
Well, I also have unstoppable. So if a critical gets reduced to 1, I don't suffer the crit.
So you have 1 crit.
So, well, give me a second because I need to look at something again. Because I like crits. As a Colossus, I love crits. Crits give me power. Yeah, I can't really take any more strain. I'm going to reduce the first one to where I only take 1 and then not take it. I have durable 1, 2, and 3, so I reduce the 50 to a 23, which is off balance, add a black to my next check. And then the fearsome wound, or no, that was that one. Where's the other one? Did I only take 2 crits? I only took 2 crits. Okay. So, yeah, I only add 1 black to my next strain, or to my next skill check. So I do have 1 crit on me, but I'll take care of that another time. Just wanted to make sure I was calculating my shit correctly because I forgot that I have durable. I almost never use it.
Yep. Give me a moment. I'm looking up something as well. But Javen, take your turn.
I'm trying to figure out things that I can do. I assume Palpatine is looking, aside from the crits, pretty healthy.
Reasonably.
Cool. I was gonna do something fucky with force powers, but I mean, we're going ham. I'm gonna just do a Makashi finish on him.
Okay.
Now, what a Makashi finish is I roll to attack him with engaged range. I get all that. Didn't add anything there, and then I add my force rating to it, adding an automatic black from my lightsaber. I don't know why I didn't do this on Vader. I'm silly. We'll see what happens there. Well, you know. Can I make this a success?
You can spend a destiny point to add shit to it.
Yeah, but it's 2 failures is my thing. Yeah, because the Makashi finish is just if I hit. So I guess since it's the pirates next, all of those 6 advantages are all going to be adding 6 blues to Wrath's attack.
Jesus.
Because it's only 1 advantage to spend to add 1 blue dice to the next person's check.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way I do this, after Pride gets zapped, canonically I feel like whenever you get zapped, like say you kind of fly backwards. I dash in and thrust next to him to kind of break the concentration and give Wrath an opening. Like a big fucking opening.
Yeah, I can respect that. So the pirates are gonna run up, and I don't think there's any way they can win this check, but they're gonna fucking try. So they are out of ammo, so they're gonna run up with their vibro knives, and Palpatine is going to force them to make a fear check against him.
Flee, you fucking cowards.
Which I think, yeah, fearsome 3. So it's da. They don't succeed, nor do they fail. So they kind of get an attack.
I say one of them. Like 1.
Yeah. Engaged against Palpatine, I will laugh.
With a fucking vibro knife.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh god!
Okay. Real quick, Cedric, just because I think it'd be funny. Can I I'm like distracting Palpatine, can I like do like a huge overzealous swipe? Because these guys aren't gonna help at all.
Oh,
And
you're
we're
gonna
gonna kill them.
absolutely kill them.
Yeah, so as he goes in with a vibro knife, can I just do a whole like circle strike, like a huge arcing strike, and just lop their head off just by accident?
Totally.
I just
And they're
Oh, shit.
gone.
oh okay.
All right, they're done. Gio, if you want to go ahead and get rid of them.
Yeah, give me a quick second.
It is then your turn.
When Geo gets blasted back, gets up with the burn. Wait, is that the start or is that the end of each of the
Oh,
turns?
it's at the start.
Okay, so Geo automatically. And does that go through soak or no?
It does.
It does?
Yeah, burn is nasty. If it didn't, I would be able to not take any damage whatsoever. But so far, all of his damage has gone straight through my soak. Cedric,
I mean, you can make a roll now to not take it.
unfortunately,
Also-
I can't. It requires 3 strain to activate Power from Pain, and I literally have 2 strain left.
If oh, can I use advantages to recover someone else's strain?
I doubt it. I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think I can. All right, well,
No.
sorry, buddy.
Let me double check, but yeah, you can't do anything for other people.
No. As nice as that would be. But don't worry. 6 blue dice. I'm in engaged range, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm going to use my maneuver to aim. Giving me another blue.
So that's 6 blues plus another blue, which is 7.
Yep. And then I'm going to punch him with my metal fist. And I'm going to use a destiny point to turn one of my greens into a yellow. Oh boy. This is either going to be really amazing or really bad. Are you shitting me?
Oh my god.
It's damage.
Well, it's damage. Here's the thing. I'm obviously going to use some of those advantages to recover strain. Here's my question. The crit happens. The crits are going to happen because what I would essentially like to do is recover 2 strain and then spend that immediately to choose what crit happens to Palpatine.
You gonna overwhelm him?
Yes.
Gio,
Yeah.
look at how many destiny points I have and think about that for a second.
It would be better to just let 3 crits go, wouldn't it?
Life's a gamble.
He's already got 5 crits on him. Adding an extra 3 is going to put his rolls at plus 80.
So why don't you just... Oh, God. Now, can you... Because you're going to take 8 at the start of your next turn, which is going to drop you.
It is. Give me a quick second. I'm looking at something.
Well, I was going to, like, ask Cedric, could you use, like, maybe 2 or 3 of those to just plug a stim pack into you?
I don't see why he couldn't. Yeah, you can spend 2 to perform an immediate free maneuver.
Well, I mean, that's just me. It's up to what Gio wants to do. I'm just shooting ideas
Yeah,
out.
I think I'm going to do that to at least stay up. Instead of trying to recover 2 strain, I will use a free maneuver to jab myself in the neck with a stim pack.
Okay.
So I will heal 5. And then I'm going to let 3 crits fly, as well as whatever damage I do to him.
Okay.
Oh, I love my job.
Bleeding out.
First of all, there's an overpowered, so I get to make the exact same roll again.
Unless Cedric pulls another bullshit.
He could. I mean, it's his choice. He can
It is
ignore
his
the
choice.
overpowered. He can ignore all 3 if he wants to.
True. It is also his turn next.
He's
I am
ignoring
getting
2.
rid of the bleeding out and the overpowered.
Damn it!
Right.
All right, but he is impaired. Increased difficulty of all checks that require use of that limb. I get to target
His-
1 limb. I'm gonna go for his left hand.
Read that again, Gio.
Selected by the GM.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry.
I will choose his left hand, though.
Asshole.
All right, good rolls. You guys are actually making me work for this. I'm appreciating that.
Correction, Gio's making you work for this. I'm just here.
So far, I've been doing everything. Although that
Listen,
those
man.
6 blue dice really came into advantage.
Yes. I think they're what made you succeed, actually.
I would say
Wait.
so.
They are exactly what made you succeed, yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, I would have failed out.
Yep. You're welcome. Openings. Now watch me die immediately.
How much damage does Palpatine take?
He is going to suffer 3 strain, up to 4. To
It was 13 in total.
13 in total.
damage. 13 damage in
13.
total.
13 damage in total is what I did.
Yeah, he takes 3. He's going to use reflect or parry on that.
I'm about to say it would be parry this time. I will also remind you that it is Pierce 5, so doesn't matter what his soak is, it
Right,
would have gone straight through.
So, okay.
I really wanted that overpowered.
You're fine. Okay, so it's reduced by 7. Okay. Okay, got it. I have the wound on strain right now. Okay.
How you doing, Javen?
Again, man. You're doing all the work here. I'm just here.
Steel Hand Adept is actually really badass.
Oh, if I could choose people to go up against these two, I would have chosen a much different path, but pride is pride.
Pride is pride. Well, if you recall, I was using Steel Hand Adept specifically because a lot of the attacks that come from Brawl are not melee attacks. They're different. So parrying
Yeah.
is not nearly as effective.
And
He's going to suffer
also...
2 strain,
Uh-huh.
and I need you two to make a 3 red agility check.
Uh-oh.
Would it be coordination?
That's the one. Coordination.
Coordination. So acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay.
At 3 red.
Well, fuck.
Reread.
I didn't really
My
fail, but I didn't succeed either.
Hey-ah! Ho!
Fuck you, Temnut.
Shit! And I move out of the way.
Temnut, by dint of you being lucky and ducking out of the way, you don't get hit by your ship.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God!
Oh, fuck!
We're in a hallway, Cedric!
No, you're not. You never left the hangar.
We never left the hangar.
I thought we were in a hall. Oh, well,
No.
shit. Okay.
So, Geo, take 50 damage.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, what?
Your ship was approximately a silhouette 4 or 5. Would you like 40 or 50 damage?
Wow.
Unless it was 10, there's no possible way that I could not go over my threshold.
I mean, you got hit by a ship. I imagine as like Tim like kind of moves out of the way, he's just like kind of grinning, watching Palpatine get hit. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up. He looks and watches the ship is actively trying to fly towards him. He's like, move! And just kind of dives out of the way.
That is going to cost you 4 strain, though, Jabin.
Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What would Rat's last words be?
I mean, now hang on.
I'm just gonna ask this really quick because this may not matter. The strain threshold would be ginormous. Jesus Christ.
Just hang on, real quick. Can we just see? Let's just say for each silhouette, it gets a +10. Can we roll just one crit to see if he's alive or if he's just incapacitated?
Sure. Roll a crit plus 50 on top of whatever you've already got.
Cedric.
All right, plus 40, sorry.
Cedric.
Yes.
If I spend a destiny point, if I roll 1 green and it changes my result, can I get out of the way?
You can try.
Fucking hell. Come on, you. Yes!
Oh my god!
All right, that's fair.
I take 2 strain.
And you are knocked out.
I
Yeah.
overcome on my strain threshold, and I am flat on my ass.
Yeah,
And I roll a crit anyway.
but this time it's just a regular crit. There you go.
Fucking Well, there goes my strategy. Good luck, Timnut.
Well, I have 2 turns to end it. If I don't end it, we're both dead.
It's your turn.
Hi, vey. I'm gonna do what Temnut was born to do, and that's swang a sword.
Swang. Use your flicker. Make him not parry. Make him take damage.
I mean, he can't parry it. No one can parry my attacks. Cool. I'm gonna just Makashi finish it to see if I actually hit this time.
Good luck.
All right. Come on, Pride needs a new pair of shoes. Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Can I spend a destiny point to make that one success?
Yes.
Well, you would have to roll a dice.
What? No, you can change things to successes, can't you, with destiny points?
I don't.
You can add a success to it.
Yeah.
We're double checking, but just to make sure.
You can use a destiny point to automatically add 1 success.
Ah, okay.
I'm at 0 successes. I succeed in this hit.
You do 10 damage.
So I deal 10 damage. He cannot parry this. It goes through soak. That's not cortosis. He gets crit twice, both of which at an extra 30, because Makashi finish is each dark side point that I spend adds 10 to it.
Javen,
Yes.
finish him.
So as I yell at Wrath to move,
I still get
It
crushed
goes
by the
to-
ship, kinda.
in the smoke, in the heat as it's coming in, I imagine the destiny point to make him roll a green is I go, move! And I kick off of him, push him out of the way with my foot. And as Sidious moves out of the way as well, turns around to see the carnage, I am actively flying at him with a perfectly paced Shiok stab through the chest. And as I do that, the momentum carries us both down, and we slide a little bit on the ground, and I go, I spit in his face, and I go, undefeated. I stand up, put my foot on his chest, and rip the lightsaber out.
Fuck you, Vader beat you.
Undefeated.
God damn it.
Now what the fuck is this?
The epilogue.
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
I was thinking we were going to RP a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, I RP a little bit, but I have an epilogue.
Alright, so as I pick myself up, I limp over to the wreckage, and I see Wrath on the ground, passed out. I look at my activated lightsaber. I look at the unconscious Wrath. Oh. I, with my free hand, pick up the back of Wrath, and I pick him up and I shake him a little bit. Wrath.
Pride.
Oh, good. You're alive.
Is he dead?
I let go of your of the back of your shirt, and you flop back down to the ground.
Oh.
And I go, and I just kind of like look at the wreckage, look at everything that's happened, look down the hallway at the beaten up Vader. I do that. I keep my lightsaber activated, and I point it at Wrath, and I go, if you do not tell anyone that Vader kicked the shit out of me, we take over the Empire together, maybe?
I was never going to be a part of the Empire. You know that.
It's true, but in order to actually escape, we kind of need to make sure you get out of here in one piece. But one more deal, and I squat down beside him, deactivate my lightsaber. I go,
what is it, Pride?
just don't tell anyone that I did not do well against that first combat.
I start to chuckle a little bit, and it kind of hurts to laugh. It's kind of like, you really are the sin of pride, aren't you?
Yes. Do we have a deal?
I see no reason to say otherwise.
I put the hilt on my belt. Wonderful. And I pick him up, and I kind of sling his arm over my shoulder. I go, well, we don't have a ship, but technically I killed the Emperor, so I'm Emperor now.
All I need are the bodies and a ship back to Dathomir. A debt must
us
still be
take-
paid.
Very well, let us take a victory lap while we find the ship.
Victory.
That's
You're
where
easy enough to find a TIE fighter. You're in a goddamn hangar.
I
You
mean,
actually could go to the bridge.
at this point, I leave it up to Cedric. That's all the role play Pride and Wrath are dictated.
Yeah, I just wanted us to kind of acknowledge, oh fuck, we actually
Wow,
did it.
wow, fuck, we did it.
It's going to take about 6 hours to take the Executor to Dathomir. So the Superstar Destroyer winks into the space behind this red planet. You go down, you give the souls to Talzin. Her cackle can be heard throughout the universe as she now holds two of the most powerful Force-sensitive souls in her grasp for use in magic beyond your ken. What would Pride and Wrath do after?
I'll let Javen go first.
I would look at Talzin as we were still there, and I go, do what you will with the Empire, but I do still want some riches to hunt down Jedi to see if I get killed actually by passing Jedi, not whatever that freak was in the mask. What are you going to do with all of this power, Matt, I ask?
That will be for me to know, and you to wonder.
Very well. Do I have your... well... your word that I will be left out of all of your business unless it benefits me? Huh?
If you wish to make a deal, come see me. Otherwise, we are done.
Okay. And then Pride goes off and rules the Empire.
Wrath after the brief conversation, I escort Pride back to his shuttle. We don't shake hands. We don't congratulate. We're too spiteful. The last words out of my mouth to Pride as I kind of turn. You know I've always hated you.
You know what? Seeing as how that is your one emotion, I'll take that as a compliment and give you your leave. And I do a very polite bow to him.
I don't really do politeness back. It's more along the lines of I just acknowledge by not trying to attack him. I turn around and I go into the sanctuary of the Night Sisters. I look at Mother Talzin. I have been a sin. I have been Sith. I have been brother. I have been cult. I have done everything you have asked of me. I have been your perfect warrior. What do you wish of me now, Mother?
Wild laugh echoes, not from her mouth, but from the chamber itself, as she places a finger on your forehead. And Carnage Daltine becomes a statue. A perfect memory of a perfect warrior. Zooming out, the Empire continues, much as it had in previous days. New face at the helm.
New boss, same as the old boss.
New boss? No, new boss is a lot different. New boss is mostly about, like, making sure everyone has a decent time while also respecting and fearing him. So, like, go on.
To give us our epilogue, Temnut is lounging on their throne. The camera zooms out. Planets fly by and stars swirl around as we zoom back to where it all began, that lonely spire on Coruscant. That dark, black room. We see with a hiss as a door opens, and a black-robed figure limps into the room. In this room is a set of Bacta, each one holding an identical body. The figure takes their hands, lifts the hood off to reveal black and red and horns. And with a snarl, Maul begins to butcher the clones of Palpatine.
Ha!
As the blood flows, you hear
You're gonna have to say that again, not quite with so much emotion.
He said Temnut.
I see. Sorry.
you got
Oh
the
boy!
prophecy.
I did get my prophecy, which, by the way, Geo, the prophecy reads as follows.
Yeah.
Pride and Wrath accomplished their goal in defeating Palpatine and Vader. Afterwards, the Empire is under Pride's command, for better or worse.
That's it?
That's it. I didn't want to go too extravagant with it. Because I didn't want to be a game breaker.
Yeah.
I wanted to give Cedric as much plausibility.
Yeah. The more open-ended he left it, the more detailed he was with it, the more room I would have had to fuck with.
And I wanted some fuckery. I just wanted to make sure that we succeeded.
Wow.
Yep. That's all.
I
Undefeated.
did not put money on us winning.
I didn't either, especially after I got one shot, Geo. Remember that little tidbit in the beginning where I got one shot, Geo?
Look. The moment you went down in like the very first roll from Vader, I was like, oh, we're fucked. We are all kinds of fucked.
Yeah.
This was seriously the battle of the crits.
Oh my goodness. I didn't think we were going to win. I was like 95% sure we were going to kill Vader. But the second Palpatine rolled out, I'm like, we're screwed.
It really does.
So fucking screwed.
It really
I
does
gave you
just
the
come
chance to
down.
fight him. I was going to focus more on manipulation, but I felt like making you fight a wave of enemies was just too annoying.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way it played out, I had that ending tucked away. I was like, I finally get to use this.
I'm not going to speak for Javen, but I thought you did a great job, all things considering.
Yeah.
Palpatine was on point. Vader was on point. It truly
I knew it
was.
was going to try and turn you guys against each other, but it was the best ploy I could think of for both of them to try.
I'm honestly curious. Like, the thing is that essentially because it would have come down to who hit first. Because if I had gotten my first strike on Temnut, I would have crit him to death. I would have
No.
made sure to he can't use involuntary strain and be like, you're mine now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be whoever got the first hit. But thankfully, you were not fighting on opposite sides.
true.
God, we got
Yeah,
so lucky.
the thing that it comes down to in this game, as soon as crit manipulation is available, you basically win.
Yeah, if you can pick how and when the other person gets crit, you get so much power.
Well, and
Yeah.
that precision strike, I remember looking at the time because Tyler, basically on his character sheet, he had the original precision strike, which is where you only get to pick a single purple thing, and what he was essentially going to do. Let me see if I can remember where it was. It wasn't staggered. What was it? It was something along the lines of he was either going to stagger his opponent. I think it was staggered. I need to remember how staggered works. But
I think staggered means you can't take reactions, you don't get your incidental maneuver. You basically you're stunned for a turn.
Yeah, I think he was essentially going to stun lock people until they died. I remember looking at that and going, that is broken as absolute fuck. And I just started scouring every like possible thing that I could, and the only one that has improved precision strike is the Steel Hand Adapt. And with that one, I mean, you can pick overpowered, and as long as you have strain to spend, you can punch people to literal death.
Mm-hmm.
So like I remember looking at that and going, that's how I'm gonna kill Pride. If I get one attack in, I'm going to punch Pride and then not stop until he's dead.
Honestly, it would not have if you would have hit me and I had what's the base damage on your fist? The base damage.
The base damage is 12 actually.
Oh, 12, sorry.
It's 12. So let me look at something real quick because okay, so it's just melee attack. So I could have reduced it by 7 and it had a pierce 5, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So I have cortosis, which is immune to that.
Well,
so
I'm not using any lightsaber. I'm not using breach.
Yeah.
No, but cortosis is immune to pierce as well. Do you guys not know that?
I thought it was immune to Sunder. I didn't know it was immune to Pierce.
Let me take
a look. It is also
immune
to Pierce, yes.
I'm not arguing with you, Jimmy. I'm just not sure of the effect.
Let me take a look.
Cortosis. This is far more common cortosis.
Immune to breach and pierce.
Yes.
That's really fucking cool.
And Sunder.
That's stupid. I had cortosis arm, so.
So I could have survived the first hit if you didn't crit me.
Yeah. I do think I would have crit, but it's that the fight between Wrath and Pride is no longer of a concern.
No. Well, I mean, because Wrath is just a statue now.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's going to come into play during the next session. So.
I
had to think of how you might have been preserved for 300 years, Gio.
Well,
you're welcome.
Go ahead, Javen.
I mean, I think that the Inquisitorius quickly turned into not a killing of Jedi, but a capturing of Jedi, so that Temnut could fight them and see if he won or not.
Yep.
He literally becomes Caesar. Nobody can best Caesar in the gladiatory arena.
And the only witness left to see that Vader kicked the shit out of him is a statue. All is well in Temnut's empire.
And anybody who does get an advantage, it's okay, fire blasters. Everybody saw that I kicked his ass, right?
He would never do that, but it would for sure be like if he did lose, the people would still get killed on sight,
Yeah.
and so would everyone else that witnessed the fight.
That sounds very, very apropos.
I do love that Wrath doesn't essentially care. You saw that I didn't lose against Vader, right? I don't give a fuck.
Okay, good. I'll help you up.
Exactly.
Let's get you out of here. Good boy.
That makes so much sense. I don't give a shit. Splendid. We're still friends. So,
that was so worth it. Good job, you two.
All the glory goes to Geo. Really, like crit manipulation is the bane of this game.
It really is. The fact that they added it was pretty.
Yeah, from a balance perspective, I like the randomness of the crit table. I don't like the ability to just stun lock somebody.
Well, and I've only ever seen the improved precision strike on one character, and that's the Steel Hand Adept. Like that's and the fact that the Steel Hand Adept, you literally have to punch somebody in order to get that manipulation. It does limit how much that can work. But
by the same token, melee combat is definitely a thing, especially for force-sensitive combatants.
Well, absolutely. The thing is, regular brawl checks are not as powerful as my guys. The reason mine is so powerful is because the arm is literally built to do extra damage. So like regular brawl checks are literally whatever you roll. Like +5. I think your brawl is like.
Well, it's your brawn rating. So it's whatever your brawn rating is plus however many successes you had.
Yeah, so it would normally it's like a 5 damage and then whatever successes you roll. It's not as powerful as mine is. Mine is 12 because my arm is a fucking mess. So like it's not the amount of damage that I was doing and the amount of crits that I was rolling, it's normally not that bad. In real aspects, it is not that broken. But still being able to choose the ability to attack again regardless is pretty damn broken, especially if you still have strain to spend.
I think that's the bigger issue is you could just build something with enough strain to where you can just stun lock somebody and crit them to death.
Well, and I didn't really put a lot of focus into strain. A lot of my focus was into soak and health and wound. So like the thing is I really could only activate it so many times. Honestly, I think the linked quality is probably better. Or like the signature abilities of warriors is probably better, just because you can, do another hit without having to spend strain. I think 2 strain is not nearly enough of a cost for being able to choose to essentially attack again. Yeah. I think if it's going to be something like that, it really needs to be more strain.
Well, it's also a matter of, as you pointed out, your hand is broken to a serious extent. So doing 5 or so damage, that, as I know as a Steel Hand Adept, it can go some pierce, but it's not through like 8 soak.
Yeah.
So you're still ending up to just minimal damage because you're a Steel Hand Adept. You're going up against armor and soak, and so there were a lot of broken pieces on this battlefield, but it was still a fun battle. It allowed you to
had so much fun.
For the times when I was alive, I had fun.
That first swing, you didn't even activate dual phase.
No.
Like at no
Oh.
point in time, because my original lightsaber was dual phase, and it gets rid of all the blacks that
And I'm aware.
yeah, he didn't even activate it, and he still put you on your ass.
The fact that Temna didn't die outright amazes me.
Wasn't pulling punches.
No
I
punches
know.
were pulled.
No punches were pulled. It's just I think it's funny. Like I literally the only attack that I landed was to blind Vader and then to kill the Emperor. Those were the
Yeah.
two attacks that I actually landed.
Well, you did good.
Meanwhile,
Thank you.
Wrath just went fucking ham.
Went absolute ape shit.
And the two pirates just pissed themselves.
The two pirates died. One of the pirates died by my hand, and the other one I assume died in the ship crash.
Pretty much.
He almost had to. I
Yeah.
I will say, Cedric, I think you gave us a lot of leniency to continue the battle, because I really should have declared beforehand that I was trying to, spend a destiny point, and I appreciate you letting me use that destiny point anyway to keep Wrath alive. But yeah, that throwing the ship was genius.
It was what he would have done. It was the largest thing available to him to cause the most destruction.
Yeah. And it's 10 damage per silhouette.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
it would have
yeah,
I
been
had
like
imagined you guys were on a 4 or 5 silhouette ship. So
I think it was like a 4 or something like that. I'd be willing to bet. But yeah, just that dropping on Jesus Christ.
That's not that. The fact that you can throw, like, if I had like like 30 more XP, maybe like 20 more XP, Cider could also do that right now.
yeah, throw a 5 silhouette thing.
Yes.
You have
He
to
would
get
need
the
more
only
force
reason he was
dice.
able to is I got 5 successes. So it would have been 40. I could have moved up to silhouette 4.
Yeah. Well, no. So you only need one. Like, if you have all the strength things purchased for a force power, you only need one force result to make that happen up until that point.
Jesus, I thought you had to do points up to
No.
silhouette.
No. That's why force rating 8, it means basically anything you want to happen with the force just happens.
That's terrifying.
It is.
The biggest thing with move is you have to have the range to do so.
Yeah.
So
And that does
you have to be a
points.
yes, and that costs another point. So basically you spend each point to basically activate that quality of it. Otherwise it stays as a basic power.
Which, that's why having more force rating is so useful. Is, yes, your upgrades go up, but having more points to activate more abilities makes it just more fucking broken.
Which I will say, I think in the future, if we're doing like a morality system, morality 60 and above should be you can only use the light side. Yeah.
The thing it says on here is you can generate a point, but you take strain and take a conflict for
Yeah.
every force power check. And for
Yeah.
Darksiders, I didn't know this. To use light side points, you have to spend destiny points as a dark side user.
Oh shit.
Holy shit! Really?
Now that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow.
All right, is everybody okay if I go ahead and stop the recording?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God, what a night.